She's won a Golden Globe, 3 SAG Awards, and 4 Emmys. I expect her to be nominated for what she's about to say. Please welcome one of America's most distinguished actors, Alfre Woodard.
Because we're under a time constraint right now. So good afternoon, everybody. Wait, okay, let's do this. Just be really quiet. Listen. You hear that? That is the sweet and powerful sound of silence. That is the sound that you hear all over this town, all over New York, all over this industry. You have brought this to a dead standstill. You are greedy, not because you are reckless, and certainly not because you are lazy and want something for nothing. It is because you seek to protect each other, to protect the future, and to protect the radical notion that a sister needs to get paid for work. And that a brother needs to share fairly in the riches that his work is bringing you. In the beginning was the Word, and you brought the Word, and without the Word, nothing worth hearing was heard. I am so proud to stand with you today. I love to be where thinking people of action gather, and that's where we have landed. So thank you for being who you are at this moment in history. But I have to tell you, without you on the job, I'm at a loss for words. So please allow me to speak to you out of my heart today. As an actor, you guys are my benefactor. You give me the language with which to bring forward my intent to reach, to touch, and to entertain. Can y'all see me? To entertain. Without you, I am just a lot of random drama and a confusion of buffoonery. So, yes, I stand with you today because you have never left me standing speechless by myself. But the driving reason that I am standing here with you today is because you are union. And union folk all over this nation are watching to see how you walk this talk. They are watching to see how you with fortitude and with unity wage this struggle. They are watching to see how you with creativity and right motives break this impasse. There is union busting machinery that in the last decades it has rolled across this country, crushing the livelihoods, crushing the aspirations of countless American communities, and disappearing entire towns. Well, now it has arrived on our doorstep. You are one of the few unions left standing in this country. You are a guild, and many of you belong to academies, but make no mistake about it, you are union. And the American workforce is watching you. The American workforce is waiting for you to say, yes, we create fantasy, but we do not live in it. You are united together, trying to feed, trying to clothe, trying to educate your families, trying to live decently from your labors, work for which you need to be respectfully and fairly compensated. This is the American way. This is not a plantation. This is not a sweatshop. This is the industry of the moving screen image, and it is continuing to reap astronomical revenues because of the creative output of its workforce. It is only fair. It is only sensible. It is only just that you get paid properly. Today especially, we come in support of our dear young brothers and sisters who slave away under the weight of third world working arrangements here at Fremantle. As Fremantle rolls in mega death profits, their riders punch time cards, as we've heard. They work through meals. They work 16 to 18-hour days. They get no credits, no residuals. They do not get paid overtime, and sometimes that overtime can be in excess of 40 hours free a week. Fremantle doesn't, if they don't care enough to be ashamed of this human rights abuse, hopefully they'll be spurred to action now that they will understand that they are in violation of California labor laws. Needless to say, none of these writers have health care protection. This is happening in our industry. This is happening in this town, not in some humid backwater way station. Fremantle is a non-signatory company, but Fox, it is happening on your watch. You are abusing writers, young people trying to get a toehold in the industry. Fox, you are poaching and you're trafficking in poached goods, the free labor of those who not only keep you afloat, but keep you riding high. Fremantle thought that they were preying on the vulnerable. They thought that they were dealing with the faint of heart. But they hit a wall of bravery with Aaron and his colleagues that sent them reeling. The Temptation Riders walked, and we will continue to walk with them and to keep their backs, because the reality is we're all in this together. This is an erosion attempt aimed industry-wide at all of our unions, and we stand with you writers because somebody stood for us, and we know that you will stand for others in the future. WGA, I know it's hard, it gets hard personally, but you have to remember that you're standing on solid shoulders. Out of the great tradition of labor that supports you in this action came the American way of life that has been the gold standard for generations. We now find ourselves at a crossroads not unlike the onset of the Industrial Revolution of the last century. The techno possibilities that are at the dawn of the 21st century is requiring of us the clarity and the courage to write a new reality for all the guilds, and to tell those who were tried by coercion, by intimidation, by sleight of hand to shortchange us, you will never make the internet non-union. The future will be union. I came today, WGA, to remind you that your roots run deep and powerful. You are a link in a mighty chain. You are the continuum of the courageous, persevering women and men who forged this brotherhood. So remember that when times get even tougher, and your rent or your mortgage is way past due, and they have come to get your car, and you can't quite cover tuition. It will be scary when the shit keeps hitting the fan. It will be scary when you're off the picket line and you're at home by yourself. But you have to remember that you are never alone when you're standing up for your sisters and brothers and their children. You are standing shoulder to shoulder, arm in arm, creating a safety net for each and every one of you. Be afraid when you stand on principle with integrity and with the intention of goodwill towards everyone involved. A just solution blesses all. Your counterparts in the strike are your colleagues as well. They foresee and want to covet vast profits, and that has made them fearful. Frankly, we know they're not the bravest end of the industry anyway. But you can appeal to them with thought and with consideration and help them to allay their fears. What you are asking for is fair. What you are asking for is good business. They are good people, and they will do the right thing. They may not know it yet, but they will do the right thing. Together, all of you will meet this challenge and move this industry forward into possibility. I applaud your leaders. I congratulate your captains for grounding this strike in reality. So all of you stay strong, stay together, stay open to inspiration, and listen again. That is the sweet, powerful silence out of which will come blazing your blistering, hilarious, tantalizing, heartbreaking, horrifying, perfect words when thinkers have prevailed, when justice is served, and everybody gets some. Right on!